Good morning, England! Hey, here I am in sunny United Kingdom. Yes, how about that? Some people think that England is nothing but rain and warm beer. Well, let me tell you, we've had cold beers in England for the last 1,000 years, and we do have many, many, many beautiful sunny days. Now, this is the house where I'm staying. Good friend of mine, I've known this lady for 30 years. She's 78 years old next month. I'll introduce you to her on another video. But this is her beautiful garden here. Look at this, spectacular. Really, really nice. Massive oak tree here. See the size of that oak tree? Probably 100 feet tall, as well as maybe 100 years old. And you see in the distance the beautiful valley. I'll give you a better view of that on another day. My friend Jenny, her house is halfway up a great big hill. So I'm walking down the hill. I've got 8 minutes to walk half a mile, go catch the bus. Half a mile is just under 1 kilometer, so I should just about make it. I'm a pretty fast walker. Don't have a bicycle in the UK. But having said that, there are 4 old bicycles in Jenny's garage. So I had a look at them yesterday. They're so old, it's not worth the risk going up and down hills with old brakes, old tires, old inner tubes. It'll cost so much money to refurbish, you could say, or restore those bicycles. To get them running in good shape, might as well buy a new bicycle, but that's not in my budget right now. So look at those beautiful blue skies. It's 8:30 in the morning, bloody cold on my nose, bloody cold on my fingers. It's about 10 degrees Celsius right now, a low of about 7 last night, but a projected high 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon of 20 degrees Celsius, so that's pretty good. Have a look at this. Got a local beer festival in this town. Awesome. In a couple of weeks' time. Save me a seat. I'll be there. Very pretty town, this. Very nice. It's called Shrewsbury. Beautiful. See all the trees? So nice. We're actually heading into the town now. Trying to make it to the bus station. Hopefully I'll make it with about 10 seconds to go. Make it a little bit more dramatic. Here we are, walking into the town centre. Very small town this, but beautiful old buildings. Look at that Tudor style, black and white there. We'll have a closer look at this town of Shrewsbury another day. I believe this is the bus station there, or the next road. Probably the next road, even though there's people are standing there. Guess I'll go ask them. Oh, here's the bus here, look at that. What great timing. So let's see where the bus goes, and then we'll know for future reference. Yeah, fantastic. Shrewsbury, see, that's where we're going today. Excellent. See what I mean about the timing? Brilliant. So here I am in the town of Shrewsbury. Just walked up a large hill from the bus station, and we've got beautiful blue skies. And behind me, you'll see we're at a castle. So here's the main castle house, and here's the walls. And look at that. So very, very nice. Shrewsbury is a beautiful, what you call, market town. It's in England, but it's probably only 25 kilometers from the border of Wales. And the town where I'm staying, Shrewsbury, that's probably only 2 or 3 kilometers from the Welsh border. So we're going to go back out through this mega gateway here. And look at these old doors. Wow, amazing. Have no idea how old this castle is, so I'll have to Google that. Let you know on the video. And now we're heading into the town proper. And look at this for an old house coming up on the left here. Look at that. Really old. I mean, that looks pre-Tudor. I would think that's at least 600, maybe 700 years old. That is an oldie for sure. An oldie but goldie. Then across the road, you've got a church, and I believe the statue of the person sitting down there, that is the world famous Charles Darwin, who was born in Shrewsbury. So we're going to go that way up the high street. Many old buildings in Shrewsbury. Beautiful little town, it really is. Maybe it's not so small, but the town centre is relatively small. But it is built on several hills, so you seem to be going up and down and up and down. Now we're the other side of the road from that really old house. And if we look around, yes indeed, this is a statue of the famous Charles Darwin, and his most famous work was The Origin of the Species. Born in Shrewsbury, I believe. And here behind us is this really old church called the Castle Gates, founded by Edward VI in 1552. So if you want to read that plaque there, tells you all about it. That's nearly 500 years old, this building. So here we are on the main old shopping street of Shrewsbury. And look, listen to that beautiful music. We'll give the man a tip here. That's beautiful, yes. Really nice. So we go back up here. There's a store called EE, Everything Everywhere. I just bought a new UK SIM card there, £10 a month. Not bad, but that's their cheapest card they've got because I hardly use mobile data. Look how old this Tudor building is. Absolutely gorgeous again. Really is a lovely town, Shrewsbury. Can't remember where this road goes. We'll just follow it for a little way. One thing about these old buildings, you notice the doors were never very high. Beautiful old buildings here. The Libertine, very nice. This is Butcher's Row, this little street is called. You see the cobblestones? Gorgeous, absolutely lovely. Sandwich shop. But these buildings are all hundreds and hundreds of years old. Let's have a look at what this little sign says here. Can you read that? Let me just zoom in on that for you. It doesn't say how old it is, but I would guess 500 years old. Do you know how old this is?
Yeah, 15th century.
Yeah.
So it's built in the 1400s.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So it's nearly 600 years old. It was just pointed out to me, there's a sign up here. 1450. So getting on for, what's that, 575 years old. Absolutely fantastic. And by no means is this the oldest building in Shrewsbury. A great history in a lot of English towns. Gorgeous church over here. We'll walk over there later, see how old that is. And look at the age of this building as well. Fantastic. And these are called the Bear Steps. So we'll go down the steps. More cobbled streets. You could imagine hundreds of years ago, the clippity-clop of the horses and the carts going down these streets. I don't know if churches in the UK, if they have signs on them saying what year they were built. But who knows, but must be very old, you would imagine. Look at that, going up and up and up, like on my bicycle rides. What goes up must come down. And this is the inside of the church. Magnificent. We're still in the town of Shrewsbury. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning now. Beautiful day still, and the temperature's rising rapidly. We're up to about 18 degrees Celsius now. Absolutely beautiful. Now, talking of beautiful, look at these magnificent buildings. The Henry Tudor Inn, established, what's that, 600 years ago. All but 4 years. So that's 596 years, that building there. And without getting run over here, look at the age of these ones. They're all about between 500 and 600 years old. Absolutely magnificent indeed. We're on our way walking now. We're going to cross over the river, and then we're going to go to the Shrewsbury Abbey, which is the oldest building in town, and that's nearly 1,000 years old. Was built in 10 something, so 900 and whatever years ago, nearly 1,000 years old, this abbey we're going to go to. It's still a beautiful day. It's really, really nice, beautiful weather. And what a pretty town this is. So we're going across the Abbey Bridge now, and this is the River Severn, which is the longest river in the United Kingdom. I remember from school, it's 212 miles long, which is somewhere around about 370, 380 kilometers. And it starts in the Welsh Hills, way over there, about 60 or 70 kilometers from here. Look at these people kayaking. Awesome. Here's an old English telephone box that has seen better days. I don't know who would ever use a payphone anymore. This is one of the great things about England. Look at this man painting his beautiful picture here. Wow, that's fantastic. Do you mind me asking your name?
Bill Hammond.
Bill Hammond. Well, that's beautiful, yeah. So, can people find you online?
I'm on Instagram, yeah.
What name Instagram?
I'm called Hammond Bellotta.
You hear that, guys? Hammond Bellotta, and he's an artist, and I imagine you go to Instagram, maybe you can buy one of his paintings, yeah? That's beautiful, yeah. Yes. And what he's painting is that bridge there.
Yeah, that's impossible.
Yeah, very, very good. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah.
And now, the other side of Bill, here is the Abbey. It was built in 1083. So that is 942 years ago. So that's a very old building. It's the oldest building in Shrewsbury, outside of the castle, which is 9 years older. The castle was built in 1074, and this magnificent abbey here, this was built in 1083. Fantastic. So here's the abbey from the front. As we walk down here, we'll get the side view. Well, whoever knew that England could be so nice? Maybe I should retire here after all. Give up bicycle riding, go around showcasing the best of Britain. Yeah, this is a magnificent old structure here. This is a statue of the famous Clive of India, who was born in 1725 and who is famous for his exploits in India. He wasn't born in Shrewsbury, but he was born in a town close by. Came from a very wealthy family, which is always a bonus. And behind it here, this is the very old Market Hall of Shrewsbury. Go for a closer look and see when this was built. Don't know when it was built. Oh, 1596. Yeah, there's a little gold emblem up there. 1596. Beautiful building as well. As you can see, it's 11:30 in the morning. and still got a blue sky, and the temperature still going up. I reckon it's about 20 degrees now. I'm in the Shrewsbury Museum Cafe toilets right now. This is what's on the wall: knit, natter and nibble. Well, if I'm going to retire to England, maybe I should learn to knit. I'm a good natter already, and I'm a good nibbler. So rather than risking my life on all these roads in Indonesia and Malaysia and India that I want to do in the future, man, maybe I should come here, be a top knitter. How about that? Comments below, let me know what you think. You want to join my knitting, nattering and nibbling group? We're at one of the far corners of Shrewsbury Castle, going up, it looks like, onto a part of the ramparts. Oh, this is good. There's the castle itself there. Look at this. Ah, nice views of firstly the River Severn. Here's the railway tracks coming out of Shrewsbury railway station. We're back at Shrewsbury Castle, which we now know is the oldest building in Shrewsbury, and it was built in the year 1074. That is beautiful, isn't it? There's the ramparts up there. Absolutely lovely. So I hope you enjoyed that tour. And even though I didn't do any cycling today, did a lot of walking. And I'm going to leave you with miles of smiles.